Okay, let's unpack this. We all know the routine with dental care, right? The dentist chair, the tools, maybe a little bit of that discomfort. But what if professional level cleaning could happen? Well, right in your own bathroom, in just minutes, twice a year. Today we're doing a deep dive into the Denterr Professional Teeth Polishing Kit. We're going to look at the claims, the science behind it. Does it really tackle plaque, tartar, and repair enamel like it says? We've gone through the material from Denterr, the at-home dental revolution kit info, and we're ready to share what we found.
It's really fascinating stuff. The core claim is, well, it's pretty audacious. Clinical grade results, 5 minutes, twice a year. That's a huge departure from the traditional approach,
Yeah.
longer appointments, maybe more invasive. And the fact it comes from Denterr Corporation, they're a known name in dental materials. That definitely gives it some weight. It hints at a real shift.
It really does. A big claim,
Yeah.
especially with, shelves full of whitening toothpaste, all promising amazing results. So if Denterr is this potential game changer, why haven't those other options worked? What are they missing?
That's exactly the right question. Most regular whitening toothpastes, they work in one of two ways, usually. Either harsh abrasives, basically scrubbing.
Like sandpaper almost.
Kind of, yeah. Or they use high concentrations of peroxides. The source mentions things like hydrated silica that only buffs the surface stains. It can't really touch hardened tartar.
Right, so just surface level. And that scrubbing, or the peroxides,
No.
that often leads to sensitivity, doesn't it? I know I've felt that.
Precisely. You get that trade-off. For stronger whitening, maybe like a 5% hydrogen peroxide formula, you often get irritation, sensitivity. They aren't really meant for long-term daily use. And here's the key thing the source points out. Even the professional-style pastes you can buy often miss a crucial step. It's a two-part process for real dental care. It's not just removing the bad stuff, it's also about rebuilding and protecting the enamel afterwards. That second step is vital.
Ah, okay, so it's like cleaning and then sealing, basically.
Mm.
And Denterr claims to do both with their 2 tubes.
Exactly, that's the core idea. 2 specialized, clinically formulated pastes used one after the other, not trying to cram everything into one tube, which might compromise things.
Okay, let's break that down. Tube 1, the deep cleansing polish. What's
Sure.
the science there? How does it handle plaque and tartar differently?
Right. Tube 1 uses a patented enzymatic formula. That's the key word. Instead of physical scraping, it uses enzymes. These enzymes, they specifically target and break down the structure, the sort of glue that holds plaque and tartar onto the tooth.
So it dissolves it.
Dissolves is a good way to think about it. Safely, without scraping the enamel. It also has micro-whitening agents. These get into the tiny pores and the biofilm, that sticky layer of bacteria, and lift out stains from within, not just bleaching the surface.
Okay, interesting.
And get this, dentist tests apparently showed 75% less abrasion than the ADA limits allow, but teeth felt smoother than after traditional polishing. Gentle, but effective.
Wow. Less abrasion, smoother feel. That's impressive. So after that deep clean, you move to tube 2, the Enamel Repair and Strengthening Serum. This sounds like where the magic happens for long-term health.
Absolutely. This is the real breakthrough part, I think. The star is nano-hydroxyapatite.
Okay, what is that exactly?
It's basically the natural mineral building block of our own tooth enamel, tiny, tiny particles of it. When you apply tube 2, these particles actually fill in microscopic cracks and gaps in your enamel. They restore the mineral density.
So it's actually repairing the tooth surface.
Yes, actively repairing it, and that creates this sort of invisible shield. It makes the tooth more resistant to future stains, and, crucially, it helps eliminate sensitivity. That's a big step up from just fluoride, which mainly strengthens existing enamel but doesn't repair these micro-lesions in the same way.
Makes sense.
People apparently report a glass-like smoothness, like truly smooth, rivaling a professional polish. So it's not just cleaning, it's rebuilding, fortifying.
Okay, so let's put it head to head. Denterr versus, say, my regular whitening toothpaste or even that trip to the hygienist. What are the biggest differences that jump out from the comparison?
Well, the first big one is tartar removal. Your standard paste, mostly surface stains. The Denterr claims sub-gum line removal.
Sub-gum line, how does it manage that at home?
Because of those enzymes, they can penetrate and dissolve plaque and early tartar buildup right at or just below the gum line. That's a critical area for preventing gum problems. Standard brushing just doesn't get there effectively.
Okay, huge difference there. What else?
Enamel repair, like we said, nano-hydroxyapatite in Denterr versus usually just fluoride in standard pastes. It's repair versus just strengthening.
That sensitivity? That's a big one for many people.
Denterr claims none. which is, well, a world away from the high risk you see with some whitening products, especially those with strong peroxides.
Then there's the time factor.
Massive difference. 5 minutes for Denterr twice a year. Compare that to 30, 60 minutes for a professional cleaning or, brushing daily with standard paste.
And the results last.
They claim 6 months for Denterr, standard pastes. Results last maybe days, hence daily use. A professional clean, maybe 3-6 months before buildup returns. So Denterr offers long-lasting results from a very short routine. Really efficient, especially for keeping tartar at bay.
That efficiency is key. It really does sound like more than just a surface treatment. Which leads to another point. Users apparently say the surface cleaning feels even better than after some professional visits. How can that be?
It sounds surprising, but the source gives a couple of reasons. First, those patented cleaning agents in Tube 1 can apparently get into tiny pits and grooves that sometimes even dental tools miss, breaking down buildup chemically. Second, there's zero downtime, no sensitivity after, no gum soreness. People often feel a bit tender after a professional scaling and polish. With Denterr, apparently none of that, just smooth.
And the cost saving has to be mentioned, right? Especially if you're a coffee drinker, wine lover, or smoker needing frequent cleanings.
Oh, absolutely. The source puts the kit at around $10. Use it twice a year, so $20 annually. Compare that to, say, $150 or more for one professional cleaning. The savings add up very quickly.
Big time.
Plus, they mention lab tests showing a 6-shade whitening improvement in 5 days. That's genuinely competing with professional whitening systems. It really makes you think, doesn't it? How does this kind of powerful, accessible tool fit into your routine and budget? It's about getting that professional feel at home, especially for stubborn tartar.
Okay, so say someone listening is thinking, all right, I want to try this.
Yeah.
How easy is it? What's the actual 5-minute routine look like?
It's designed to be super simple, really straightforward. Step 1, just brush normally with water. No toothpaste needed for this bit.
Got it. Prep step.
Then take Tube 1, the deep cleansing polish, small amount on your brush, polish gently for 2 minutes. Circular motions are good.
2 minutes, Tube 1.
Rinse really well, get all that dissolved stuff out.
Okay.
Then Tube 2, the Enamel Repair Serum, same deal. Small amount, brush gently in circular motions for another 2 minutes.
2 minutes, Tube 2.
And finally, just a light rinse. You don't want to wash all the serum away immediately. And that's it. Done.
Wow, that is simple. And the key is only every 6 months.
Exactly. Once every 6 months. That's the recommendation. It's potent stuff. Ideal for people prone to staying coffee, wine, smoking who deal with that faster buildup and tartar.
Just twice a year. That really speaks to the effectiveness, doesn't it? No daily grind.
Precisely. The source really hammers this home. Because it's so effective at dissolving tartar and repairing enamel, you only need it biannually. Using it more often is just, well, it's unnecessary and potentially could be too abrasive over the very long term. Stick to the schedule.
Right. Now, something this good, there's usually a catch. The source mentions a problem. Actually getting your hands on a kit. Sounds like it sells out fast.
That seems to be the main challenge, yeah. High demand, maybe limited production runs mean they sell out quickly. But what's interesting, is that demand itself, it tells a story. It shows there's a real hunger out there for effective, convenient, affordable alternatives to the traditional dental appointment grind. People want this kind of control over their home polishing and tartar cleaning.
So, if you are looking, where should you go? And how do you avoid fakes?
The advice is to check specific places. Reliable Amazon listings search Denterr Professional or dedicated dental supply sites like madebydentists.com as mentioned.
And look for
holographic seals on the box, clear labeling saying Denterr Corp licensing. Those are good signs of authenticity.
Okay.
And there's apparently a subscription hack some sites offer. Auto delivery every 6 months takes the hassle out of finding it when it's time for your next application.
Smart. And there was that user quote too.
Yeah, sums it up nicely. After one use, my teeth felt like I had just left the dentist, but without the gritty aftermath. The smoothness lasted months. Really captures that clean feeling and the lasting effect.
That's compelling. Okay, let's tackle some big questions people might have. Does using Denterr mean you can skip your regular dental checkups?
Ah, the million-dollar question. And the answer, according to dentists and the source material, is a definite no.
Okay, so it complements, doesn't replace.
Exactly, it complements. Denterr is fantastic for maintenance between visits, keeping plaque and tartar down, strengthening enamel. But it can't do what your dentist does. It doesn't take x-rays to spot hidden cavities. It doesn't do deep scaling below the gums if needed. It doesn't check for oral cancer. Those professional checks are still absolutely essential.
Good to clarify. Makes those visits potentially easier, though, right?
That's the idea. Less scraping needed if you're maintaining things well at home.
What about dental work? Crowns, veneers, fillings. Is Denterr safe?
Yes, the source says it's safe. Unlike some bleaches that don't whiten restorations and can look uneven, Denterr's polish is designed to safely brighten all surfaces, natural or artificial, without causing damage.
And just to circle back one more time, why only use it twice a year? It seems counterintuitive compared to daily brushing.
It really does, but it comes down to its potency. That enzymatic tartar dissolution and the nano-hydroxyapatite repair are powerful actions. You achieve the optimal cleaning and repair in that one session. Doing it more often doesn't add benefit, and as we said, might be unnecessarily abrasive over time. Less is more in this case.
Stick to the plan.
Right. And there's a quote from a periodontist in the source that backs this up. They said something like, when patients use disciplined, lab-backed systems like this, we see 60% less tartar buildup at cleanings.
60%. That's huge. Less work for the dentist, much nicer experience for the patient.
Exactly. It shifts the focus towards easier maintenance.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for someone listening? This Denterr kit, it really does seem like a significant shift, doesn't it? Clinical results, cleaning tartar effectively at home without the usual cost or hassle. It offers something traditional products don't seem to. That lasting brightness, no sensitivity, and freedom from that post-dental visit grittiness. It really feels like putting more power back into your hands for a healthier smile.
I think so. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it reflects this move towards more empowered self-care, doesn't it? Advanced technologies, things that used to be exclusively professional, are now becoming accessible for home use. It allows you to be more proactive, more effective in your own daily, biannual oral hygiene. It could really change your long-term dental health, making those necessary dentist visits more about prevention and less about intervention. Maybe one of dentistry's best-kept secrets is kind of out of the bag now.